When somebody in the film industry does something horrible, how can you fight against that? I do have a way that I'm going to suggest at the end of this video that I think is really the best way. But first I want to talk about some of the things people are sort of already doing and whether or not they're successful. The first method I would suggest is just shining a light on what is actually going on. Sharing the information repeatedly, the specifics about what is going on, what the accusations are, what the victims have claimed, and what the current status in the courts is. A lot of the advocacy I see on TikTok is very emotional, but emotions alone only convince emotional people. Reasons, good reasons, convince reasonable people. Repeatedly sharing facts really has an impact in a way that just conveying your personal frustration with the situation just does not. I'll give you an example of how powerful facts can be. Armie Hammer, thoroughly canceled. Just attempted to make a comeback, was not successful. But what do you really remember about the Armie Hammer accusations? You know he was canceled. You know he was a cannibal. Was he actually a cannibal? Did he actually eat people? The facts, the hard facts that undergird the accusations and the emotional intensity really matter. I watched the House of Hammer documentary last night, and I saw something I did not know. As informed as I thought I was about that, I did not know that Armie Hammer carved his initials into one of his victims against her will. Carved his initials. And there's a picture in the documentary of the A that he carved. Did you know that? It's those specifics that took down Keith Raniere, and they have equal power when applied to somebody else, no matter how famous they are. Voting with your dollars helps. Not seeing any movie ever made by him after this again. Totally reasonable. I think it does have an impact. And I can tell you as a film financier, it is a consideration. If I get a list of 10 names a producer's asking me if I'm interested in, it's so easy just to write Me Too problem next to the name and be like, take them off the list. There's 9 other people. But I think the best way to fight bad actors like this is not, attacking other moviegoers. It is empowering the victims. And what's the best way that you can do that? Well, I can tell you it is getting in contact with the victims, finding out if they have a support structure set up already. If not, set up a GoFundMe. Use your voice, use your reach on TikTok and Twitter to put money into that GoFundMe, and then let them use it for legal fees. The legal process is largely about money, and yes, there's a prosecutor, I'm sure, that is involved here, but getting the victim money, a legal fund, is the best way to both empower the victim and put pressure on perpetrators.